Well, hello everybody, Newbornkilik here, welcoming you back to another stupid urban story. Now, today, admittedly, we have a less stupid story and a more actually kind of creepy story. The reasoning behind this is I actually have personal experience with the kind of spookiness that the story is going to be talking about. So the creepypasta that we are taking a look at today is called The Glitch. And of course, the glitch that they are referring to in the story is a glitch called the tilted cartridge glitch with Majora's Mask, whereas your inventory will be filled with ocarinas, and the game seems to exhibit some very strange behaviors. So first off, we're going to go over the creepypasta, The Glitch, then I'm going to recount my experience with this super spooky glitch, and I will assure you that there will be some things that will line up together, and some things that are actually quite different. Whenever you do this glitch, things seem to be kind of random, but at the end of the day, there's always something that will kill Link, regardless of what his health is at, or what his state is, or any other items, or any other thing going on. There's always something that will kill Link. And of course, I'm going to be taking the story apart in stupid urban story fashion, but I actually like this story. Albeit it is a little bit plain, but still, let's get right into The Glitch. So author here wanted to replay his old Nintendo 64 games. After all, he says, "I love The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask." How original you are. So there was no question as to what I wanted to play first. After a few minutes of plugging my Nintendo 64 console into the TV, it takes so long, I understand. But author blew off the dust and popped in Majora's Mask, apparently with one side slammed down and the other side still sticking out of the N64 halfway. But the game started as normal, so author picked a slot and started a new game. The intro started normally, wow, extra normal, with Link and Epona in the woods. It continued normally, normal count 3, okay, but it continued normally with Skull Kid appearing and stealing Epona. Link was dragged around while trying to hold on to that horse, but when he was thrown off, he died as soon as he hit the ground, as any normal 10-year-old would, okay? As any normal child would. If you get flung from a horse and land probably on your neck, because let's be honest, you don't have very good balance, you're probably dead. But that is beside the point. Author sat there surprised. How could this happen? It was playing the death music and showed the game over screen. Curious, author pressed continue and ended up back at the forest where you chase Skull Kid. The fact that there's a continue button doesn't seem right to me for some reason, but I can't quite put my finger on exactly why that doesn't seem right. I don't remember. Anywho's it's what. Author says that the health bar was gone and my inventory was full of ocarinas, every slot, instead of being empty, as it should. We don't want any items at the beginning of our game. None. Don't give them to us. But yes, instead of being empty, every slot was an ocarina. Author began to feel uneasy, but kept moving forward, until author reached the scene where Link was transformed into a Deku scrub, probably setting off a whole slew of spooky ghosts in the process. The scene ended with Link dying again. Death count like 2 at this point. But anyway, but that made author want to shut off the console. However, I didn't, because I'm foolish. And this must just be a glitch, right? Who knows, maybe my family will die. I sure don't. But author did not turn off the cartridge, however, and continued playing. Nothing of interest happened while on the way to Clocktown. Everything was normal except for my inventory. You know, with all those blue potato ocarinas in there, always rattle around in your pocket, probably playing a lot of tunes in the wind. But I reached the scene where Link enters Clocktown and meets the happy mask salesman. When the scene ended, Link died again, for whatever reason. The author hasn't told us yet, but for whatever reason, he keeps dying. But I continued on, exploring Clocktown. Oddly, everything that used a text box caused Link to die. Well, I guess that's our explanation. People are talking to him. He has anxiety. He just wants to die instead of be involved with all these people. I can relate. Really, I can. Anywho's it's what? Clocktown was relatively fine. Nothing was deranged like in the other stories. You know, all those other stories about the spooky ghosts that go into the Majora's Mask cartridge and awaken Ben from within. But author just died when something happened. There was no health bar and way too many ocarinas, but I kept dying. I eventually reached the Great Fairy. I ran towards the fountain, and she sprang up. Unfortunately, all she said was, "Oh, whoa, 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 whoa," and scrambled words. She's probably yelling for help in fairy language, and you're just ignoring that. But Arthur proceeded past the gibberish and got the magic bar, but Link died afterward, of course, because someone talked to him. And at this point, I'm starting to doubt Link's sanity. I mean, if you're actually just hearing, "Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa," and then maybe you're the problem? Just throwing that one out there. The scene, however, repeated endlessly, and I couldn't do anything, so I shut off my Nintendo 64, and that was the end of that. Ironically enough, that's also where my adventure through my super spooky tilted cartridge of Majora's Mask ended. But Arthur says, as of today, I still have the cartridge and my Nintendo 64. Both work great. I think what happened was some sort of cartridge glitch that happens when the cartridge gets old. This happened only once and a few years ago at that. So I should definitely keep it around the house. Probably should put it as close to my other Nintendo 64 games as possible so those spooky ghosts can get out and infect the other cartridges. But yes, Arthur has no pictures or video to support the claim. Oh well, back to playing Majora's Mask. And that's the end of the story. Is it a spooky story? Not really. Is it eerie? Maybe. Was it poop-inducing to be there in person while this was happening? Absolutely. So now, let's go over the similarities and differences between this story and my story, which, if you are unfamiliar, at the very beginning of my Majora's Mask playthrough, I actually shared with you my version of this story. I will leave a link to that down in the description below if you'd like to check that out, but if you don't want to, I totally understand. However, I would like to come clean with you and say that there were some embellishments made to that story. However, not as many as you might think. So, if you haven't read the story, basically, I didn't actually get to see what was going on during the horse cutscene, because I was actually off doing whatever else kid me was doing at the time. I don't even remember, really. I don't remember a lot about this story, but what he said happened was that Skull Kid threw the ocarina at him, and then he had a whole bunch of ocarinas in his inventory. Most of this stuff happened to me, however, when I was thrown off the horse, I didn't die. When someone talked to me, I didn't die. Nothing like that happened. And in the story, I had made note that there were a lot of monsters in Clock Town, however, there weren't. There were no monsters. The problem with my game, whenever this happened, was naturally I was transformed into a Deku Scrub. Now, the Deku Scrub will die in water. However, the problem with my game here, and what made it actually unplayable, was anytime that I would touch shallow water, so any water that Link could actually walk through, Link would drop dead immediately. That's 100% true. He could still bounce on the water as the Deku Scrub, but if he touched shallow water at all, dead immediately. Anyway, we managed to make it all the way up to the Great Fairy Fountain, the very first one, by getting the fairy at nighttime. That way we didn't have to go through the laundry pool. And in the end, we found the game to be completely impassable because what does the Great Fairy love to do? Put ankle-high water all around her. So we would die as soon as we touched that. No magic bar, no continuing through the game. Now at this point, we had one of two options. We could try opening the game again, restarting the N64, but my friend really wanted to play the game, and I didn't want to give up my completed save file because I'm not about that life, so he deleted that save file, and we continued on with our life. Sure enough, this is a documented glitch. You can Google this and you will find search results. Some of them are on emulator, however, there is at least one video that I'm thinking of that is on the console itself, and I would definitely recommend checking that one out. However, these two incidents that I'm making note of right now that I saw before I watched this video do not make note of anything that happens after when you get into Clock Town or anything like that. Upon looking into this, it appears as if there are many different outcomes to this. So my outcome may be completely different to your outcome, and I would actually like to try to recreate this glitch at some point. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. Anyway, back to the story because we have to have a verdict. It was super spoopy, but not really, actually. Not really spooky, but an interesting story and one that tugs at my nostalgia strings because this glitch actually happened to me. If this glitch happened to you, let me know in the comments down below. Share your experiences, because this is a very strange glitch, but it is a documented one. And even better, if you have any proof, let me know, because I'm super interested in hearing about that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoyed it, hey, leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe, leave me a spoopy story to read for the next one. That one would actually be pretty nice too. Just a name will do fine. I'm always looking for more of those real, crisp, clean, spoopy stories. But anyway, I'm Newbornkilik, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out.